Hey there friends, welcome to Instabuilder video number 2. In this video we're going to talk a little bit about editing on the inside of Instabuilder. Now right now I'm going to head directly over to New Page on the right hand side here and click on New Page. Once I've done that, that's going to break open my Choose a Template menu. Now please note, I'm going to move through this tutorial rather quickly, so feel free to stop, play, rewind, pause the video at any point if you need to. Otherwise, you can reach out to our support team at support@empowernetwork.com or head into our Facebook group. My name's Trav. You can also connect with Vanessa there and Michelle in our Kalatu Facebook group to get more great feedback or any help you may need on the inside of Instabuilder. But feel free to jump in here, play around, and connect with support first because they're going to be your main avenue for anything you're going to need. So let's jump into Choose a Template and look at some of these options. In here you can see that you have a few different template types. We covered this in the first video. And if you didn't see the first video on the walkthrough of the settings and some of the global options in here, you can go back and check that out right under Tutorials and then Instabuilder Tutorials. Now over here on the templates area, let's go ahead and choose something cool. We're going to set up a page. I'm going to click on Sales Page, and I'm just going to choose something really cool, really simple, right at the top. You know, I really kind of like this video layout. I'm going to preview that by clicking on the preview button. And yeah, it's pretty simple here. So what I'm going to do is just actually choose that one. So I clicked Choose, and when I click Choose, it's going to open me in a new tab with that item, with that layout. Now I can change this in a number of different ways, but let's go ahead and get familiar with the main options and the main areas you're going to be using here. There are 4 areas that I want to bring your attention to. The first is your canvas. This is your canvas here. This is where you're going to be able to drag and drop everything on the page, expand your areas on the page, break this into bigger areas, undo, redo. There's so much you can do. This is your canvas area where you're building your page. Okay. Secondly is your toolbar. This toolbar over here is your area that you can use to drag in anything you need to. So if you come over here and drag in a spacer, you're going to be able to click on that icon and literally space out anything you want to. We'll get to those in just a second. But the third area I want to bring your attention to, we have our canvas, our toolbar. On the right hand side at the top here, this is kind of your top right-hand navigation menu. I don't have a really cool name for this one, but this is the area that you can undo, redo options. This is just your quick edit area up here. We'll go ahead and call that the quick edit area. The quick edit area up here is the area that you can undo, preview what the page is going to look like on the page, because it will always differentiate a little bit. You'll be able to see your video out loud and what's kind of playing here, as well as some of the more active features on the page, like hoverovers and where links are actually going to take you. So that's a real live preview of your page. Next, you have your cog icon up here, and this is going to give you a little bit of advanced features. You can also access that by the cog icon down here, and it's going to open a little bit of a different area. But this is where you can just change some of the things you can already change on the page, like page info, your meta keywords, descriptions, scripts if you actually want to get specific and drop in some scripts here and some script header codes, your exit splash settings, anything you want to do. This is a great area for you to edit if you need to, but you're going to be able to do most of your options and most of your setup by the drag and drop area on the canvas. So recapping, we've got our canvas, our toolbar, our quick edit area up here on the right hand side, and lastly, this one is more for advanced users. Now if you don't know how to set up variations and you don't want to work on split tests right away, if you're just building a page to get up a great page, a great capture page, great opt-in, sales page, video page, whatever you want to set up, and you're not worried about split testing, go ahead and disregard this for now. This is kind of the next step. Once you have your page set up, you can come up here and create a new variation. And what that's going to do is it's going to create a variation B, C, D, E for you to test different features within the plugin, within your page setups, so you can test different pages. That way, let me give you an example. If 1,000 people were coming to your page, you can have 500 of them hit variation A and 500 of them hit variation B. Now you can change that here. See these percentage options? That was an example of 1,000 people, 1,000 visitors coming to your page. This will automatically rotate them out by selecting these options and putting in the variation numbers. So if you were split testing these two pages, you probably obviously write 50% in here, 50% in here, and you'd be able to test those. Now you can edit each of them by just switching up here. Okay, make sure you save your options by the quick edit menu up here. But this again, guys, is for our advanced users. This is something that if you're split testing and you know about split testing, go ahead and change that, set it up, have fun, test out colors. This is if you want to test out a different video, if you want to test out a page with a background instead of this gray background, you can do that. You have the technology. So let's jump into this here. Now, we've covered our main areas. Now in my canvas, if I wanted to radically change this very quickly, I could. Let me show you what I mean. So let's say I really liked the top of this page, but I felt like everything here down was unnecessary. I don't want them to order on this page. I don't need to show all of this. The only thing I really like down here is my card options. Let me show you what you can do in your canvas. Just by clicking and dragging, you can go ahead and drag that to the area you want it. I wanted to keep that card element, so I'm going to drag that up there. All the rest of this stuff, though, I kind of want it to go, so I'm just going to start trashing it. You can literally just click on this, click the trash icon. It's going to ask you to confirm to make sure you don't delete anything you don't want to. But you can see that it's already restructuring all of my content by me just deleting it. Okay. Now, let's go back here, and I'm like, okay, I'm delete happy, and I deleted this, and it's like, oh, shoot, I wanted to keep that. Come up here to your quick edit, go ahead and click undo, and it's going to bring it right back. Now, coming down here, you can actually delete entire category areas. Now, if I want to delete this, okay, I can delete this by clicking on the trash icon. It's going to take everything out. That way you don't have to delete all of the elements. If I wanted to delete this area, I wouldn't have to delete this and this. I could just delete the entire element area, as I'm going to do here. All right. So I've radically changed my page very, very quickly. You can see here that everything's been changed. Now on my page, everything is very user friendly. As you can see here, it says double click to edit. I'm going to double click this, and I'm going to change this tagline. All right, there we go. Had to play with it for just a second. Let's go ahead and put this in a light dark red. Kind of do that, and I'm just going to change this to a number. Numbers are much cooler. This is just simple, guys, just changing something very quickly to get it to reflect a new tagline. And I just want to change this to be a little bit bigger. There we go. Discover the 7 steps. All right, perfect. So I've changed that here. I've still got that spacer I dropped in earlier. I actually want to take that under my video now, because I didn't really like how close my video was to the bottom there, so I'm just going to pull my spacer down. Let's talk about the toolbar for a second. Now the toolbar has a bunch of awesome options on it, and again, you can see what those are by just scrolling over here. Now remember, all of this is drag and drop, and once you've dragged it in, you can edit any of the sections inside of there. So let's say I wanted comments on this page. I could literally come over and find the comment area, and I could take that and drag it into anywhere on the page. Now I could start a new column, okay, a new area by dragging it into one of these blue areas, or I can drag it into one of the yellow areas, which is probably what you'll want to do. By dragging it in there, you can see how simple it is, and by clicking on it, I can come over and select the cog and change how this is set up in the setup options inside of there. If I wanted to add an image above that, I could take in my image element, put it right above my comments, click in here, and I can upload my image. Now I can use an image source, I can use the images that are inside of Instabuilder, and we'll talk about that in just a second. And I can change all of the stuff in here, as well as some advanced options like my alt text for the images, which is very important. So let's go ahead and come down here. I'm going to exit out of this image, take that out by deleting it, and I want to come up here to the header. I'll give you an example. Again, this is all drag and drop, so if I selected the header, if I came up to background image, I went to action and then pre-made pattern, you'll find at a lot of areas inside of Instabuilder, there's some pre-made templated stuff that's already dropped in for you. So without having to upload a brand new header, I could just simply click one of these and have a brand new header right up top. Now some are going to work and some are going to repeat. Depends on what you're on and depends on what you're using. Now I can always insert my own, I can drag in my own, I can select the URL. Any image that I currently own or have the rights to use, I can put in here. But for this, I'm just going to select the blue. That's a little bit cooler at the top, I think, than what I had that is serving me really well. There are no lines, it fits great. I'm gonna go ahead and click hide this panel. So that's simple, I got something up there. I would obviously take this out and put in a new area here. If I wanted to search an image, I could come in here and just search, let me type in logo. Here we are. I've just searched an image and it's given me these logos here that I've already found from Flickr. I'm going to search, let me go ahead and search flag. All right, I found a flag. I'm just going to go ahead and use a flag there. And you can see here that Instabuilder has already let me search something that I can put in there. Now I can go ahead and do this in any way that I want to. If I wanted to search an image of a cat and put an image of a cat in there, that is my logo image. It is an image of this cat. Now I can go ahead and resize that by literally dragging it around here. Everything is drag and drop inside of this. So you can go ahead and do that. You can change all of the aspects in here to match what you'll need set up and have everything you need to right within Instabuilder. Again, go ahead and play with these options because these are really going to be the easiest way to set up your site. It's all drag and drop. Every page here can be undone, redone, and you'll always be able to find options. We'll be talking about these in the Klaatu Q&A webcasts, which happen every 2 weeks, every other Tuesday. Remember, set up all of your options. You can drag in anything here. If you have any questions, you can connect with us at support@empowernetwork.com. But have fun with this. Make sure to change all of these options to meet what you need. And once you're done, go ahead and set your permalink by clicking Change Permalink. Set it to your page, okay? Whatever you want that to be, just change the link up here, set OK, close that out, save, preview, then publish once you're happy, and you're going to have a brand new page, completely optimized in every way that you wanted. I hope this helped, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. You'll find more Instabuilder videos as I go through and add more on the inside of the plugin to changing some of the features in here. Appreciate you. Make it great. Cheers.